board is now in session, and we got the bad guy himself, Kenny, and to the top left we have Judge Joey Wan Kenobi.
Oh, oh.
In the top right we have Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm proudly wearing Bill stuff. Kenny, where's your Raven stuff?
I'm not a Ravens fan.
Oh,
I'm a Broncos fan. I just knew Lamar Jackson would have a better year than what's his name, Josh Allen last year.
So we broke your heart 2 straight games, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Because I like Lamar, but Broncos are my team. But yeah, I didn't think they was gonna win that game. I really didn't. I was like, yeah, they're not gonna win this game. That's why they do no bets or nothing.
The start of it scared me.
I never care about the first drive. The first drive is just I expect the other team to score, so it's whatever. If we stop them, great. But if not, whatever. The second half made me scared. Oh, they look bad in the second half.
Yeah, I had nothing for the Ravens. I knew they were gonna lose it. I knew it. I even bet against them. I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing that messed me up, I had bet on Josh Allen to have 3 rushing touchdowns. He had 2.
That's actually a wild bet, but I love it.
I bet on the Bills, Josh Allen for 3 touchdowns, a Derrick Henry touchdown, and Lamar to run so many yards. I forget how many he's supposed to do. But I got literally everything except the one touchdown from Josh Allen.
The Josh Allen 3 rushing touchdowns might be a good play to go to.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was gonna do it. He didn't get the 3, but he was close.
Nah, but he's the goal.
He almost got the third. And then they stopped him.
Yeah.
So I was like,
bad play. They sure went for it. All right.
But we're gonna get into the show. Today's episode, we are doing a draft. And it's a certain kind of draft for this episode where I'm gonna have them draft the best twist movie ending or movie twist ending. Didn't say that right. The best movie twist ending. And I've seen a lot of movies in my time. So I should know a majority of these if I don't know at least all of them.
Question for the judge: Does it have to be an ending specifically? 'Cause I feel like I got some of them that come like
just second act twist.
Yeah,
I'm cool with that. Just a good little twist. I'm good with that.
Okay, I like that.
All right, Joe, do you happen to have our draft board for us? Oh, I was expecting that.
I gotta do it. Yeah, he popped up.
Like, hey.
Man, ask and you shall receive.
Oh no.
Wasn't ready for that at all. All right. So Joe will be the one to start it, and they will go back and forth, and we do the snake draft style. So once Joe does it, Matt's going to do the Matt because the second turn, then Joe goes again, then we just go back and forth. All right. So Joe, what is your twist that you want to put in there?
My number one twist that I want to put on here, the first one that I want to pick right now, is going to be the Book of Eli when he's blind.
That was a good twist. That was, because I was like, what? The whole movie?
No, yeah, the first time I seen that, I was like, there ain't no goddamn way. And I immediately rewatched the movie. Immediately.
And you're like, that makes sense. You know what? That does make sense. Yeah, that was a twist. That was one because very few twists get me. That one got me. I said, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah,
Matt, what is your twist that can go up against this one?
So I'm surprised by this because I have a 1A 1B. So and I was already trying to think like, all right, what would I take as my next one? Thinking I'm going to come back around this, but Joe did not take it. So I think for me, easily the top 2. Jaw drop, had to go back and rewatch the movie because I did it for both of these. For the first one, I'm gonna take the original. We're gonna go Sixth Sense.
Yeah,
I had no clue the whole time that he was
like, why is everybody ignoring him?
Right, it was right. It was just so well done. And then the next one that was just there's no way that just happened. Was Saw, the original Saw twist. When he stands up, it's utter brilliance.
I love the Saw series, so yeah, that's a good one. All right, and by the way, spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you didn't see any of these shits, you're fucked.
I didn't see that yet. Don't watch the episode. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Someone's in here listening and they're like, "Fuck, I was just gonna watch Saw 1 for the first time and they spoiled it." I actually have never seen them, so
Good thing I didn't say anything. But yeah, that first Saw was a great twist. They all have really good twists, except like one or two of them. I feel like, but they're usually pretty good with the twist. Joe, what
All
you
right. I'm
So
gonna
if you haven't
go
seen
with.
any of them, like do that one last. Do that one last.
got?
Completely out of order, but it'll be so much better.
That'd be insane. That'd be insane to watch it like that.
I'm gonna do. This one's kind of questionable, I think, but Darth Vader being Luke's dad.
That's a
Nope,
twist. No, that's a
that
twist.
was the
I
next one
wasn't
on my
sure.
list.
Okay.
That's
That was
definitely
that.
a twist. Yeah, that's a great twist.
I was like,
Luke.
my thing for that too was just it's the most for a twist to be like common, regular like conversation, like a line drop in there. Like that gets brought up all the time. I feel like it constantly. And you don't think of it necessarily as the twist, but it goes to show how damn good of a twist it was.
That was a great twist. And then the fact that he was like, yeah, by the way, y'all brother and sister too. It's like, wait a minute, I've been smooching my sister. Yeah, that's a great twist though. Great
All
one.
right, and then I'm gonna go with the ending of The Mist because I read the book. I read the book, and when I watched the movie, I was not expecting the movie to continue like that, so it double got me.
Yeah.
But that was that. I could not imagine living with myself with the ending of that. Just like, all right, I'm gonna kill my family, and then the saviors are there 2 seconds later. Oh my god,
That was just like. But thing was, I thought in the book he didn't kill them. I thought he was just like.
no, the book nothing
I thought
happened.
it just ended with. I thought it just ended with them being like, okay, we're stuck, and then they hear the like the noises from the actual monster, just walking around. They're just like,
The-
we don't know what to expect. And that's it.
The book ends with them driving into the mist. That's it.
Okay, I thought it was that with the monster.
Because like it honestly, like I will say that this is the only. I fucking love Stephen King to death, but the Mist book to the Mist movie is the first time I've ever agreed with a movie being better than a book.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that like reading the book when I was done with it, it was like that's it. That's what you left me with, like compared to all of his other books. So it was like, it's one of those things where like I read Stephen King to be like, what the fuck at the end.
Yeah.
And then where it's just like, and then they lived happily ever after. Like it wasn't even one of those. It was just, and then they drove off into the mist. The end.
That's how I feel with the Stand. I think the Stand movie is better than the book. No, yeah. Stand movie's better than the book, and I think it was better than the book. All the kid fucking
Mad
I was good on
immediately.
that. Yeah, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Y'all can.
I don't read, so I don't have an opinion.
I only read Stephen King. That's I read Stephen King and Alfred Hitchcock. I only read horror. I don't really read anything
Actually,
else.
the only thing that I read is Dan Brown,
Yeah.
and every one of the movies is spot dead on the book. So
I even read the short stories he had when he used to read, like drop the short stories. I used to read those too.
Mm-hmm.
But Matt, what you got that's going to go up against the Mist? Mist is a great one. That's a great.
So I'm
ending.
going to go back to a line that I just used about like, the Luke, I am your father, right? Like that's one of those like lines that you know right away. The other line that I can think of that comes from any kind of twist like this that you know right away. Hey Kenny, what's in the box?
Oh, was that 7?
Yes.
7, yeah. What's in the box? Great ending. Great ending.
And then for my other one, I'm gonna do a quick shout back to some of our Samuel L. Jackson tournament, and I'm gonna put The Negotiator in here because again, I think that's an underrated movie. But when you get to the end and you have that little twist where now you find out who the actual killer is, and how Sam gets him to admit it while he's holding the walkie-talkie and he's broadcasting it to all the police force out front.
Yeah.
This dude just like that was one of those that like I did not see that coming the whole way. Like I didn't need to go back and rewatch it. Like it all made sense, but it just never even crossed my mind that Spacey, and God, can I just say Spacey is in a lot of these. I just took that actually. So both those are Kevin Spacey kind of twist movies. Spoiler, but I got Spacey on a couple more of these. He's great.
I know another one you're thinking of. I know the other one you're thinking of. There's one big one that's just waiting to come up. But yeah, I think Kevin Spacey. I know he's canceled, but great actor, great movies, and Negotiator. I forgot that there was a twist at the end of Negotiator. I forgot all about that. Yeah, that's a great pick. Great pick, Joe. What you got to fight against Negotiator?
I'm gonna go with Let's go with this one. This one
The
pissed me
laugh
off.
first. The
No,
laugh
no,
first.
I got some on here that just pissed me off. So my plot twist: Indiana Jones with the goddamn aliens.
Oh my god, that was awful. I'm gonna let you know that now. You're losing that round. That was an awful twist.
Oh yeah, it pissed me off, but it was a big
Oh,
twist.
I forgot about that. Oh my god, that shit was so trash. And he lived. Wait. And he lived through a nuke town. Oh my, that movie was awful, man.
And then my other one, I'm throwing one out here. For it's a T13 classic, a T13 favorite here. I'm gonna go with Finding Out the Holes is Madame Zeroni's grandson.
Yeah, that was a twist. I will give you that. That was a twist. Can't say if it's good or bad, but it was a twist.
It's a twist for sure.
It's a twist.
Something's twisting.
You will carry Madame Zeroni up the mountain while I drink.
Dude, every time I walk up to my woods, I feel like she's punishing me.
It's like, ah.
Oh no, not Mars Attacks.
It does sound like that too. That's how she laughed though. Matt, what you got to go up against? Holes.
Against holes, I'm gonna change up my strategy here a little bit. I was holding on to this one, but I think this is probably the right spot to throw it out. To explain this too, and why it's such a good twist, in the second version of this movie, they do a recap of the first one, and while they're recapping it, one of the characters, when they reveal the twist, flat out goes, "What?" Like, because he couldn't believe it. In the first Frozen, when you find out that Hans is actually the bad guy and refuses to kiss Anna, didn't see that one coming. Didn't realize that he was the bad one.
Yeah.
Very
You got a
familiar
whole
with
thing.
Frozen.
My kids love that when the Frozen 2, when they go through that, every time that they do that little twist part, when that guy does the "what?" you'll hear both of them scream that. It's a great one.
I have not
I feel like
seen
I had to
Frozen.
put it in for them.
Frozen, to me, I did not like the Frozen movie. The twist was like, oh, okay, I'm back in this now. But for the longest, I was like, this movie sucks. And then it got to the twist. I was like, oh, okay, I like that.
Brought you in. That's how good of a twist it was.
That was a good twist. I'll definitely give you that.
The next one I'm going to go with, again, I'm going to go with some just phenomenal acting that went around with that went with it. One of my favorite Will Smith roles is in 7 Pounds. And that whole movie, just knowing that like something was off, he's not telling the whole story. And then you find out at the end that he's all these people that you've seen along the way, he's dying and he's about to give his organs to help save them. Like, had no idea that was coming, and it was just one of the more moving twists that just like that heartstring pull. Not necessarily this just shocker for like the awe or the horror side of it, but this just emotional draw of like understanding then what this whole story was and what was going on. Just it was awesome. That's a great movie.
That's my goat. It was like the way Joe is with Jake Gyllenhaal. That's me with Will Smith. That's my guy.
Will Smith's my number 2.
I love Will Smith.
I don't have Jake Gyllenhaal on my list. I tried.
He does have a twist ending, if I remember. No, he does have a twist ending.
I'm
He does have a twist.
surprised you don't.
Yeah, he does have I think he has 2 twists. Now I think about it.
I mean, he has like there was a couple, but I don't know. I just didn't.
He's like not the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
But you put Indiana Jones in this list. You could have swapped it out with anything else.
Hey, it's a crazy fucking twist. You weren't expecting it.
I
Tell me
wasn't.
you were expecting it.
You're right. I was not.
We're just talking about.
field.
Yeah, you want some crazy fucking twist in a movie? That's a goddamn crazy twist.
He said, by the way, aliens are watching this. I said, wait, what? I said, wait a minute. Joe, what you got for us for this one? What's beating 7 Pounds?
I'm gonna go with the first Scream when we find out that the boyfriend's the killer.
It wasn't even just the boyfriend's the killer.
Yeah, I was gonna
It was the
say
fact that because we already were like, oh, he's the killer, and then he wasn't the killer. We was like, okay, and then it was like, oh, he is the killer. It was like, okay, we knew that. And all of a sudden, it was just, oh, he had help. So that's why I like
that to me was the bigger twist of that. Was
That there's
the-
two
the
killers.
Yeah,
second-
the multiples.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen that before or after that. Besides the Scream movies, and that's the only time we've had that.
Scream does it all the fucking time though.
No, I know Scream did it, but I'm saying like besides Scream, was there anything else that had multiple killers in it as a twist? I don't think we did. I think I take that back. House of a Thousand Corpses did. You find out
Yeah.
there was like 3 people. It was an entire family tripping. But what's your next one? Because Scream, that's a great twist. Scream, the first Scream was a great one.
So my next one, I honestly I could be wrong on this because this movie is so confusing and I watched it a million times. But so I don't know if this is actually what it was the whole time or not. The butterfly effect when he's in the insane asylum, was he in it the whole time?
I think you're confusing plot twist with an ambiguous ending. I think that's what it was, if I remember correctly. I've only seen Butterfly Effect once though. I've only seen it once though, so
I've so
I
I
can't.
mean the whole time he's like he's visiting his dad in the insane asylum and he's like going back in time reading his books and stuff and fixing shit and changing everything, but at the very end he finds out that he's the one in the insane asylum.
Whoa, I think this might be one of those times where a movie has 2 different endings depending on where you got it. Because my ending, like the ending I watched, he had I guess he had a chance to get with the girl, and then he decided to just act like he'd never seen her. Something like that. Like he didn't meet up with her again, and then she just went on and was free.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how mine ended. Mine didn't end with him,
But then when he goes back to normal, he's in the insane asylum. When he goes back to like the future.
yeah, I think we had 2 different endings. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really think we did.
I've watched it like a
Mine didn't
million times, and that I've always seen what you're talking about, and then it ends how I'm saying.
I had to go back and watch it then because I don't remember that
All right,
part.
I'll skip that one regardless. Then
I mean, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, The Kid. Have you seen that?
The Kid, who's in it?
I think it's Bruce Willis. Let me see here.
The Kid, because I've seen a lot of movies. Just The Kid, the first Kid. Like I was just like, depends on what you're talking
It's
about.
just
Cherokee Kid.
it's Disney movie, The Kid. Yeah, it's Bruce Willis.
Yes. When he's like talking to, it's like a younger version of himself.
Yeah, but he finds out that it is him.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
remember that.
That movie's actually super good. I feel like
I
it's
haven't
so.
seen that in years.
Yeah, no, me neither. But I randomly thought about it because, like, and it's also super weird that Bruce Willis is in a Disney movie.
Used to him cussing. He's like Samuel Jackson. It's weird seeing him not cussing. All right, Matt, what you got to go up against The Kid?
I'm gonna go with a just a personal favorite of mine again as far as like storytelling goes, but I also hated it because I feel like it put every husband in America on alert. But Gone Girl was wild. Gone Girl
Gone Girl.
was absolutely wild, where you think that she's been abducted and she's gone this whole time, and really she was just trying to like play off her, and she shows up like right towards the end and just kind of walks back in the house when after all the media's been all over this because they thought the husband was the murderer.
Yeah.
But she was just more or less trying to get back at him, and she kind of strolls right back in and just plays along with it, and they both just kind of accept it. Like it's why it's
It's like, bitch. That's all you can say to that. Like, you better go on, girl. That's why it's called. You better go on, girl. You better get out my house.
And then my next one I'm gonna throw in there. I'm gonna go Fight Club just because it's I love that one. But,
Great ending.
But that's another one of just thinking the person's there the whole time, and then you have to go back and be like, how did I not miss that, or how did I miss that?
It's that, and then the fact that you realize they never said this man's name the entire movie.
Right.
I was like, they called him the narrator. I was like, what? I could have sworn they said it. Nope. Well, I watched it like 3 more times. Like, nope, they never said his name. Joe.
I only have 2 left on my list, so I got Looper when he finds out that it's himself that he has to kill and ends up killing himself to save the future.
Yeah, you put on Lopper. I was like,
yeah.
Like
And then one of my personal most hated movies, It Follows, where they figure out that they have to. The only way to stop the ghosts from coming after you is by fucking someone else.
That's such a dumb. I don't know. I think that's just a wild.
It's a very
It's
bad
a
movie.
wild realization. It's just a ghostly STD. Like,
It's an STG, man.
yeah, it's like that's it. Like you just, oh yeah, if you fuck, you gonna have a ghost come
Yeah,
out. You're like,
sexually
what?
transmitted ghost, man. That's like the craziest thing. I went to the midnight premiere of that, and I still can't believe it.
It's just wild. I think that's one of the ones where it's like, because with me, I'll watch a movie and then my mind will immediately break everything down and it'd be like, and find all the dumb shit. I don't try to, but it just happens. It's like, what if you just fuck somebody and just go to a different country for like a week? Like, it can't
So-
follow you because it doesn't do anything besides walk.
This is actually one of the few horror movies I've ever watched. And that was the first thing I said. As it's happening, I'm like, I would just become a flight attendant. Just fly all over. Good luck getting me there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's it. Like all you have to do, and it's like I think it only lasts a couple of days. It doesn't last that long, right?
No, it follows you all the time until either you die and then he goes back to the previous person, or until you fuck someone and then he goes after that person.
Which is that's the
But,
extra
but that's
crazy
what,
part,
that's what I'm saying though. Like if I guess I pass it to you and then you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna just.
Hey, no, we ain't doing that. We're coworkers.
But yeah, that movie was that was a wild movie. I don't know who thought of that, but yeah, you're sick.
That whole movie was random as shit. Like the first thing that pissed me off was when that girl had a clam and she opened it up and it was her phone.
Yes, the whole thing looks like it's set in the 70s, and then there's just this one prop that looks she's in like the
Right.
2070s.
It made no sense. Like everything looked so like old, and then she opened up a smart clam, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
The apple clam.
Oh my god!
All right, Matt, what you got to go up against It Follow?
Shit, I have a lot left, I think. So now I'm like stuck trying to figure out which one I want to go with.
Yeah, I didn't know Joe had ran out.
Well, actually I got some on here that I'm surprised Joe didn't take, so I'll just give him some and we'll just keep going. I'll start with Identity. Identity to me was such an awesome movie.
I looked that up.
It's when they're at a motel and there's murders happening and you're trying to figure out who it is, and the whole time there's this little kid, and then you finally figure out, you're like, oh my god, it is the little kid. But then you also realize that it's not the little kid, it's all this guy having a split personality, and it's all of his different personalities like killing each other like in his brain. Like that whole thing was just
As
wild.
soon as I saw that ball, man,
Oh
I knew
my
exactly what it
God.
was. I was like, I know this movie was. This one of those movies like, you catch on TV and you're like, what is this kind of good?
Yes.
You just gotta watch. That was
I
me
don't
with
know
this
what
movie.
this
I missed
is.
the beginning, but I was like, oh, this movie's good.
No, it's that's so good.
I'm about to go back and watch it. I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid. I think when it came out 2003. Yeah, I was a child. I was 11 years old.
And then the next one I'm going to go with is The Prestige.
That's
the
one with Hugh
where-
Jackman and
yeah, where
that's a good one.
you don't realize that they're twins until the end. That's how they're pulling off all the magic tricks.
yeah, that's a great twist.
It was very, very well done. All right, for Joe's next pick.
No,
we're gonna
hold
go-
up. I'm going to be controversial with mine.
Okay.
WrestleMania.
39.
Does WrestleMania count?
It was WrestleMania 39. We thought
when
that
the
Cody Rhodes-
Undertaker lost.
Oh yeah.
I'm still putting WrestleMania 18 in there when Stone Cold teams up with McMahon. That's easily the best twist ever.
I think that one, and then Undertaker losing to Brock Lesnar, because nobody saw that shit coming. We were all like, "What?" Of all people to lose to, he lost to him.
I'm doing just because you did another one. I'm doing Luke and Leia being sisters or siblings because that was on my list.
Okay. Because that was in two different movies, correct? That was in the.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to remember the your sister, was that in the third one? No,
What the fuck was that?
that's how he said it. Your
Your
sister. Your sister. Yeah, I could have sworn that was in the third one, and then the Luke
So
the second one.
Empire Strikes Back is when he finds out he's his father.
So that's the part I can't remember. I can't remember if that was in the same movie or separate.
We didn't say this was a movie though. This was plot twists themselves. So
Yeah.
fine with
So yeah, you can do two.
Return of the Jedi is the
The sibling one.
yeah. So
Okay,
it is
so
two
I was
different
right.
movies.
I was right. Yeah, so I mean, so you knocked them both out. Then you did the movie and you did the two different twists. You got another one for us, or you all good?
Oh no, that's absolutely tapped out. Which is also 10 for each of us. So
All right,
Oh yeah,
all
you're
right.
right.
I'm not gonna give my bonus ones then, because in case we tie, we got to go to that sudden death one. But I'm gonna bring up the couple that I think you missed, especially one that I'm shocked you didn't use because it's one of your favorite movies.
my favorite movies.
Yes.
I think you should tell them.
I will. We'll wait. I'll give it to him after. Let's see the
Yeah,
let's see
okay,
where
okay.
this goes first.
So the way I do it here, basically, I will have each round they go head to head, and then whoever wins each round or wins most amount of rounds, can't speak today, wins the entire thing. So we got 10 rounds. We should actually do one more to make sure it's not even, because it's
Okay, I'll. Who's going first?
okay. Joe, you go first because you don't since
All right, I'll do Us, the movie Us.
okay. That was a twist. And Matt, what's yours?
All right, I'm gonna take Joe's here. His favorite movie is gonna kick himself in the ass. What better one than to realize that you were actually on planet Earth the entire time?
Great
Planet of
twist.
the Apes.
Great twist. That's like one of the
What
that's
is it?
one of the original twists. Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Is it not?
He just found out.
I mean, I like Planet of the Apes, but I don't know if
feel
I'd
like
say
I feel
that.
like I've dropped Planet of the Apes in a couple of tournaments and things, I knew, and you've always picked it because I've always been like,
Yeah, I like Planet of the Apes, but I'm not gonna like. And it's
He
not
found
my
out it's his
favorite movie.
All right, sorry.
That's funny. I thought it was his favorite the way you were talking.
I know. I was like, damn. I was thinking. I was like, there's like a few movies that are like my all time favorite movies. There's no goddamn plot twist at all in them.
Y'all been some good ones though, like Shutter Island.
So that's the one that I thought actually Joe was talking about at first when that one where he was like, oh yeah, where the guy just thinks he's this the whole time and then wakes up.
Yeah,
in the
I thought he
insane
did too
asylum.
at
I'm like,
first.
is he confusing it with Shutter Island?
Yeah, Shutter Island, Inception,
other-
more ambiguous. Well, yeah, there's a bunch of twist ending movies.
I had
Psycho, the original twist. Yeah, Secret Window, movie, not a movie.
Psycho,
number 23.
The Usual Suspects was another one on mine.
Yeah, that's the one I was hoping you picked.
The one that I was just that I had for fun was going to be Wreck-It Ralph. When you realize that Vanellope is actually part of the Sugar Rush game and the bear was actually just one of those bots. Listen, man, it's a great twist.
Y'all could have used comedies as well, because Scary Movie had a twist ending. We didn't know it was Dewey the entire time.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm going to get into these. I'm about to do this back and forth, round for round, see who wins each round. The first one is Book of Eli versus The Sixth Sense. The only thing about this, it was I had the movie, like the ending to Sixth Sense spoiled for me before I saw the movie, so I wasn't like, oh my god. So I was already looking for that. So that's why it's kind of like But
you got to remember though, they have a song about when you find out Bruce Willis is dead at the end of Sixth Sense, and so you jizz in your pants.
Damn it.
There's a song about.
I forgot about that song.
Bro, this man acted blind a whole movie and we didn't know.
I was gonna say these are both really, really good twists. I'm gonna go with Sixth Sense though, because that was the one that, to be fair, listen. The twist was so good. The twist was so good that M. Night Shyamalan had no choice but to do twist endings for every movie after that. That's how good the twist was. And I'll give him his credit. Even though I love the twist for Book of Eli, because I did not see that. I didn't see it coming, and he didn't see it coming. The next one is Luke, I am your father. And Saw. These are some really good twists. Y'all are having a battle right now with this.
Don't give me though. You know which one's right.
This is close. This is really, really close. I'm edging.
Ooh, John's watching now.
Darth Vader. Darth Vader. And it's another one where It's too big. Like everybody's like, "Hey, man, Luke." I mean, everybody's done some kind of copy for this parody of this. The Saw one was a great twist, though. That one was like, "Oh my gosh!" But I gotta go Darth Vader in this one because that's just it's just too good.
It's one of the OGs. I don't. When I was trying to figure out my next one, had he taken Sixth Sense or Saw with those first ones, that was my next pick. So
It was a good one. The next one is The Mist versus Seven. These are another good battle right here. I'm gonna go with The Mist because The Mist, I'm not gonna lie, The Mist, that ending kind of fucked me up for a little bit. I was like, what? All you had to wait was 3 more seconds, he would have been fine. Like, oh, such a good twist. The next one, I'm not even, it's Negotiator. It's going up against Indiana Jones. It's Negotiator. I'm not even gonna give that even. I'm not even gonna. Nah, it's Negotiator. Holes versus Frozen. Hector Zeroni being Madame Zeroni's great grandkid, or
Bro, he went from being poor to being able to find his mom with that.
I gotta go with Frozen.
Oh my god.
I gotta go with Frozen on this one. I didn't
This
see
man
that.
don't
Shit.
like homeless people.
I gotta go with Frozen on that one. The next one is Scream versus Seven. It's Scream. It's Scream. I gotta go Scream. 2 killers. Come on, man. Never been done.
Will Smith though.
Yeah, I know it hurts. It hurts, but I gotta go. Who got the better twist? The Kid versus Gone Girl. Gone Girl. I'm going The Kid on this one. I'm going The Kid on this one.
You need to go watch Gone Girl because you're obviously making.
You need to watch The Kid.
I have seen Gone Girl. I have seen Gone Girl.
Matt, have you seen The Kid?
No.
You need to watch it.
iteration of it either, though.
No,
Whatever.
no.
I don't
Listen,
have
man.
a second guess.
Like he unlocked a memory when he brought that up. I said,
no,
I forgot about this movie.
This movie is a movie that like you will watch it and you're like, that was a Disney movie? But it's like but back in the day, man.
It was good.
It's I don't know. It's definitely strange, especially like as a movie for like I don't know. Was it even made for kids? I don't even know.
It was made for kids.
But it was
just
still
random.
like Bruce Willis was still like a complete asshole in it the whole movie.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the parents are always assholes in movies. I just watched Santa Claus again in forever, and they consider him to be an asshole. I didn't think he was an asshole. That's a hot take. I thought he was right in everything he said. He wasn't wrong. Next one, Looper against Fight Club. I got to go with Fight Club on this one.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest twists ever. That's one of the greatest twists ever.
Yeah.
It Follows versus Identity. I got to go with Identity on this one. Got to do Identity. This one's Luke and Leia being siblings and The Prestige. 2 great twists. I'm gonna have to go with Luke and Leia on this.
Star Wars heavy.
It is, but listen, Star Wars has some great twists.
Bro, people was fucking ready for these guys to fuck.
We really were. I was like, hey, that's a good girl for him. That was like, oh, never mind, it's not. That's why he got so much chemistry with family.
Which is weird because I fucking hate my sister. I love my sisters. I hate my sisters.
I just realized it's 5-on-5. I just realized that. So this is the round anyway. So either way, it would have been a
damn, and he picked my favorite movie of all time too.
My favorite movie. That's gotta be a terrible feeling.
I hope my favorite movie doesn't beat me.
Us versus Planet of the Apes. I have to go with Planet of the Apes on this one. I have to. And by the way, I hated the movie Us. I hated that movie so much.
I know you hated it, but that's the only one I can think of.
That movie, when I tell you, because I tell you, I'm good with guessing twists. I can figure stuff out like just like that. I remember watching that movie. The movie wasn't 2 minutes in, and I said, "Oh, they switched." Like, that literally said, "I said, oh, they switched," and that was it. I was like, oh, "Okay." Like, and I watched the rest of the movie, and it was like, "They switched." I said, "Really?" Like, and I hate that movie so much. But Planet of the Apes is one of those movies where classic movie's already great, and then it gets to the end, you're like, "What? They were on Earth the whole time? What?" Great twist. And
That's
so
what
our
been
winner,
redone over and over and over again. The statue of Liberty in the sand.
great twist. And for this episode, the winner was hi, I'm Matt. He well,
I hope this episode holds up before the time it posts and we play Kansas City.
Yeah, this is y'all wanna knockout drag out fight. Y'all fight to the very end. But yeah, if you want to see more episodes like this, go to the T13 Media. So letter T, number 1, and spell out 3 media.com. And you can see more episodes like this. You can go to Spotify. You can check that out too, where you just get the audio. I think we got video version now on Spotify too. But yeah, you can check that out. Check out all of our stuff. You get merch, so just put it in t13media.com/store, and you can get any of our merch too as well. You can get a Kangaroo Court hat. You can get a Bad Guy Spoken t-shirt. You can get a Judge Joe-Wan Kenobi pair of socks. We got it all in there. So if you want to see more episodes like this, let's do it. Go to the website.
What are you waiting for?
What are you doing?
I thought you were done. All right,
I was going to say, what are you doing? What I was going to say.
All right.
Court is adjourned. I was just about to say it. Court is adjourned.